Hi Hagen. We're going to talk about lesson 115 today, and this is on page 594. We're going to talk about area again. We've talked about area before. We have found the area of squares, we found the area of rectangles. Now we're going to find the area of some strange looking figures like this one. So remember, to find the area of a rectangle, I multiply length times width. Okay, what I'm going to do with a figure like this is I'm actually going to divide it up into rectangles so that I can find the area. So I'm going to divide it into rectangles, find the area of each rectangle, and then I'm going to add those together to find the area of the whole thing. So this example says, two rectangles are joined to form a hexagon. What is the area of the hexagon? Well, I don't know how to find the area of a hexagon except to divide it into shapes that I can find the area of. So I'm going to go ahead and divide it right here. And that's going to give me two rectangles. Here I have a 7 by 5 rectangle, and here I have a 4 by 3 rectangle. So let's find the area of my 7 by 5. Well, 7 feet times 5 feet is 35 feet squared. Then if I look at my smaller rectangle, I have 4 feet by 3 feet. 4 feet times 3 feet is 12 feet squared. Now I'm just going to add these two areas together. So I take my 35 plus 12, and I get 5 plus 2 is 7, 3 plus 1 is 4. So 47 feet squared. That is the area of this hexagon. So just divide it into rectangles, add the areas of those rectangles, and that will give you the area of the whole thing. And we can go down here and check our answer. There it is, 47 square feet. We'll do a couple more of these. So here I have another figure that I can divide into two rectangles, then find the area of each of those rectangles and add them together to find the whole area. So I see that I can divide right down here. So that gives me this rectangle, which is a 7 by 4, and it gives me this rectangle, which is a 3 by 4. So 7 by 4, so 7 meters times 4 meters is 28 meters squared. 3 meters times 4 meters, 12 meters squared. So I will add those together. 28 meters squared plus 12 meters squared. And I get 8 plus 2 is 10, carry a 1. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. So 40 meters squared. That's the area of the whole figure. Okay, let's look at this little guy down here in the corner. Okay, so again, I have a strange looking shape here, but let's go ahead and divide it. Let's divide it this way. See what happens. So I have, looks like a 4 by 2. Now don't get confused. This 6 is the whole side. This shows me that this little side is a 4. So I have a 2 by 4. That's going to give me 8. And then here I have an 8 by 2, and that's going to give me 16. So I can add 16 plus 8. 6 plus 8 is 14. Carry a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Let's look at my units. They were centimeters, so area will be centimeters squared. So 24 centimeters squared. Okay, have a great time working on lesson 115.